Hello flutes, we're going to play the song In a Minor Mood from beginning to end, and then I'll give you some tips about what to look out for in the song. So the first thing we need to talk about in this song is the new note, the C. It happens in the second measure, fourth measure, fifth measure, and the last measure. That note is played on the third space, FAC, from our FACE acronym, and the fingering for it is kind of funky. You're going to lose a lot of grip on the flute, which is why when we taught you to use your knuckle. So it's going to be pinky where you've been having it, and leaving your index where you've been having it. So let's pretend you're doing an E and then a D, E flat, D, and then C. You're gonna have to move from here to here rather quickly. So it's two finger movements with all the rest of them going away. This movement really can mess you up as a flute player if you're not holding the flute correctly. Remember though, one part on the face is a pivot point. So push it against your face, play the D, make sure you've got the knuckle here, make sure you got the thumb right here. And then when you go to switch, pushing forward with your left hand to get to the C. I would practice that a whole bunch before you did anything else in this video. Pause and do that a lot. Next thing we need to do after you've gotten used to that finger positioning from the D to the C is make sure that you can go from the beginning to the end of the song without thinking about fingers, and that it's super duper easy. Y'all, if you don't practice this step and make sure every single mini phrase is perfect with your fingers and you're not thinking too hard, you will not be able to play this song with a good tone or with any kind of flow to the song. Let's try it together from beginning to end. I'm just going to do fingers and show you how I practice. Almost dropped it. One thing that you'll see in that replay is that I almost dropped the flute several times because I'm so used to positioning the flute against my face and having that forward pressure from my left hand pushing this way. If there's any time ever on the flute to make sure that you've got this left hand correct when you're first learning, it's right now, because if you don't, it's going to be hard. The last thing we'll talk about in the video is the flow of the song. One long line between these mini phrases. So when you see these first two measures, play that as da, 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 not da, da, da. That is actually the last part of the song where you have quarter, rest, long note. Don't play that like in the beginning. You need to play that long. Make sure you flick the tongue and get that separation. That also happens for the third to fourth measure, and then you have a rest. And then from the fifth to this through the sixth measure before this breath mark, and then we can take a breath, da, and then play the ending just like you would. That's all I got. You guys are amazing. This is a hard one for flutes. Once you get it though, you're gonna be great. Keep it up. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.